Whenever we leave Jasper home alone, I always wonder what he does. So today we're revealing what our pets are really up to when we're not around and giving you surefire ways to keep them out of trouble. But first, here's what happened when I set up cameras in my house. Joining us, come here, baby. Joining us is veterinarian Dr. Heather Loenser. Welcome, Heather.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Jasper didn't do anything bad.
No, he didn't.
But he was barking a lot. Is that a sign that he's anxious, or?
I think he just looked like he was doing his job. That's his territory. He was guarding it. It's, barking at the doorbell. That's normal. I think it's just being a smart, alert, busy guy.
You know when that couch he kept going back to?
Yeah.
That's where he does his business.
Okay.
Yeah. Just letting you know, and I've told him never to go in that room, and when I'm not there, right to that spot. But he didn't do anything, fortunately, yesterday. But a lot of dogs are anxious, aren't they, when their owners leave?
They are. It's separation anxiety, which is what this is called, is actually the #1 behavior disorder in dogs. And it happens when dogs are overly bonded to their owner, or they've had some kind of emotional trauma in their life that makes them really need the owner for emotional health and well-being. We can't always be home.
Exactly. Does the anxiety last the entire time that the dogs are alone?
Most of the time it doesn't. Usually lasts between 20 and 60 minutes. So there's a couple of great things you can do to try to bridge that really high anxiety time.
Okay, let's start over here. You brought some distractions.
I did, and you really want to tailor these to the personality of the dog.
Okay.
So our first personality is the thinker, and these are the dogs that are really good at figuring things out. And I have Calvin here. This is my dog. He's working on a puzzle called the tornado. It spins around, and inside of it I actually froze dog food in there to kind of make it ice cream. So he's pushing it around and licking that out. And that's going to take hours and hours for him to get cleaned up.
That's brilliant.
So that's our thinker.
Okay.
Then we have the nervous Nelly dog. And these are the dogs that are just worried by nature, high-strung. The mailman stresses them out, lightning stresses them out, thunder.
They start shaking.
They do, and they're trembly little creatures. And so you can use something like an anxiety wrap that you put on their body, and little Zipper on the floor is wearing that right now.
And what does that do?
It actually provides acupuncture pressure on specific points in the body, and it helps keep them feel secure. And that one's by Healer's Pet Care, but there's a ton of them out there that do the same kind of thing. Like they're getting a hug all the time, feeling very secure and comfortable.
That's amazing how that works. That's really incredible.
It works very well in Zipper, for sure.
What about the dogs that are sort of food motivated?
That's a lot. There's a lot of really food motivated dogs out there.
Including mine. He's eating off the ground.
He is. Yeah. And you can actually take certain treat dispensing toys, and you can put their kibble or their food in it for the whole day. And Lexi's on the floor right here playing with this. This is a pyramid toy. And Barbara, our producer, has put at least a cup of food in there. It's going to take her maybe an hour or so to get all the food out.
because one little hole that the stuff comes out.
Exactly. She has to push it over and the food comes out. So that's going to take some time.
She's going to go crazy going that circle around.
Yeah. But she's burning calories too, you know?
Right. Okay, what about the dog that just loves to play?
And they are out there, and they need to really burn a lot of energy. And this is called the Tuggo toy, and Leon here is addicted to this thing. There's just something about it. They like to roll around on the floor with it. They like to pull on the rope. And you can actually fill it up with water, too, and make it really heavy so that they end up burning even more calories that way.
But they'll play for hours with that thing.
They can.
Well, these are all great distractions. Don't you think so, audience? If you've got a dog at home that's anxious, this is a lot of options how to relieve the anxiety. Our thanks to Heather and to all of our dogs. And if you're curious what your dog is up to when you're not home, take some video and send it to us at meredithvieirashow.com.